All right, everybody. How's it going? Welcome officially to 2005 here for Revolution Fighting Championship. We are at $14 million. And I think we should probably, let me see here. If I were to go from big to huge, how much are we talking? And that's internet-based advertising right there. Good old real player here. $1 million. I feel like that was. Is that what we got? Internet-based advertising revenue model. Yeah, so I'm thinking if we go huge on everything, what are we looking at as far as our money is concerned? Is it just $1 million each? I wonder if we should just use the money here. Spend all of our money. Chat seems spicy today. Well, thanks. I appreciate it. It's really just ramen, just being ramen. So at $12 million, I have enough in the bank to go huge everywhere. So, not too bad. So, I think I might do that and get that money because I think I could probably get decent money. Maybe I'll wait till next month. I don't know exactly. Well, I feel like the money I'm about to spend on a show for the month is not going to be nearly as bad. So I think if I go huge everywhere, it is what, 12,001 250. Actually has the whole world. Yeah, I know. Let me see. Calc. So 14,066 274 minus 250. So we got about 2 million in the bank. If we do this, I think we will. So because it doesn't allow us to upgrade, I'll have to go into the editor. Go to Revolution. Take this to 2065,024. Save it. And then we go to broadcasters. Yep. Revolution Sports. And then we can go huge all over the world. But I just do that. There we go. I don't think there's much anything there. Exclusive content, revenue type, advertising. I mean, at this point, I make hand over fist just doing just putting it out basically online with advertising. Like pay-per-view isn't even a big deal for me. Pay-per-view isn't even the huge thing that it could be. Okay. I think it's the first time we've spent money in quite a while because I don't see any spot where we supposedly spent a lot of money. So I think this is our first big spending that we've done in quite a while. Yeah, and our expenditures and everything is quite nice. In fact, we'll go ahead and up those to $5,000. Probably could do $10,000, but that's fine. I do have some tags. Hopefully the tags worked. All right. So I'm going to try this, and I'm probably going to need... I've got the deal in front of me just in case. I do want to test this out in game, and that's trying to make a certain schedule. So let's do. So we'll just call it RFL 0 hour. The whole idea is Revolution Fight League. Basically, I want to do something kind of like the Professional Fight League. Because I usually do, I mean, if you kind of look at our history when we do the RFC Elevation, I've decided I kind of want to do something different than the RFC Elevation and actually grab like 10 guys from all four of our weight classes and put them in like sort of a league, and then have kind of playoffs towards the end of the year. But I do want to do a one-off concept just to get an idea with some of the stuff that I've messed around with as far as is throwaway show what we're doing? Yeah, that's lower level nationals. So throwaway show is really what we're doing here. Mid-level regional. But we'll do advanced regional. Throw that in there. And we'll try to go somewhere we really haven't been. July, we were in Boston. But Boston in January doesn't sound fun. November, we were in Texas. Oklahoma. We have never been to Oklahoma yet. Maybe we should try that. We'll do Oklahoma. Drug testing, yes. You you need at least 1 month's time. Well, this might already throw some things for a loop. But we'll go ahead. Man, I'm already it's already going haywire. So I guess we can come back to it for week 2. Damn, I should have put something up beforehand. So we'll try the 0 hour just to get an idea, just to get an idea as to how everything will work as far as injuries and everything else. And with that, we'll also do 79, and we'll set that up for the end of February as well. That is a major show. That is Advanced National. There. When was the last time we were in Florida? March. Gotcha. We're going there. All right. So, what's our absences look like? I think I want to wait. We'll get to 19 days kind of is the big one, I think, for everybody. So we'll get to 19 days. So what, almost week 4? I might need to have it figured out here within the next couple weeks. So let me see here. So out of all of this, did we end up? All right, we're talking to Houston Alexander. I don't think there was anybody else. Yeah, if I got Houston Alexander, then I already looked into the people that I would want. So we're basically just kind of zipping past January at this point, which I'm pretty okay with. UFC signed a new deal with Spike 10 shows over the next few years. Have they been there for that? Have they been doing that? Be broadcast by SEG. What the hell is SEG? Pay-per-view, tiny pay-per-view, high-level regional. Okay, so this is like... So this, for Spike, is at least like the next step up. Spike is their next step up. Of course, everybody else is quite... Yeah, look at this. Look at all the stuff that you need. They don't want to hardly deal with anybody. Yeah, so this is, I guess, a big big signing for UFC. They were on Sci-Fi. So yeah, I guess Spike is their big one here. I don't really see. Yeah, I like our concept of making our own deal here. So yeah, I'll make sure to kind of go day by day just to make sure that, you know, K1 Heroes, I'm the only offer he's considering, so I'm not going to care. All right. I think when we get to the end of week 2, and we get about 6 weeks out, I think that's when I'm going to set up the fights for the end of February. Modi Hornstein. I think he'll probably accept it as is, so we'll go ahead and bring him back. McKenzie beat Russell Milicic. Okay. It's a shame. I probably should have set something up for at least a month in advance, but I didn't think about that beforehand. Use that, automatically signed. I should probably at least set them up for the fights I'm going to do for this. Honestly, probably put that. What TV deal do you have for your promotion? I have I've created my own broadcaster in this, and I just dropped $12 million to make it huge. And it's only internet-based advertising, so I can only imagine what regular TV, because, you know, traditional TV is like 4 times as expensive. But I'm using the internet-based advertising model, and I'm still making a bunch of money. Like, I had $14 million going into at the beginning of the month here. So yeah, I'm not upset about you know, low tier video quality in 2005 as far as this is concerned. It still doesn't seem to be changing much. Okay, so matchmaking. So we'll just I'll put this as if it is. I'll put this as if it is. Let's see. I'll put this as if this is the first show, just in case, because it's starting in February. So if it works out the way I'm hoping it probably will, we should be fine. So I might as well set it up now as if it is the first official show of the season, or the first official event. So we'll add this. I want my lightweight since I actually have that set up. And goodness, what am I looking for? Search. There we go. Tags. All right, so we got our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. Uh-oh. Why is there only 7 guys sitting here? Who is absent? Charlie Valencia. No, he's here. Daisuke Nakamura, 1 day left. Rolly Delgado, I don't see. How much time does he have? He's got 1 day. Okay. Joe Roke, Gabe Lemley, he's there. Masaya Takeda, Satoshi Abe, Yukinari Tamura. He's got 19 days. I feel like I probably have to put in a different lightweight then. I didn't see... Oh, Din Thomas is there, so... Yukinari Tamura. Let's see here. I want... None. Any. That's what I need. I need an any. And I need someone who's probably about their level here. We'll just keep Din Thomas as like the guy we're gonna use. Naoya Uematsu. Well, we're looking at mid-level regional guys. So let's do maximum. No, I need, goodness, preparation time available, current form. I can't seem to put it as a, I can do by popularity and just go down from there. Let's see. Ryan Diaz. Strabant. I'm trying to look for guys that maybe I haven't utilized a lot right now. Riley Balquanch. Batten. We can use him, I guess. Hideki. Katawaki. All right. So we'll do. All right. So we'll go back to tags. Hideki Katawaki will get this tag. Yukinari tomorrow will get that tag removed. And he won't be in this league. All right. So we're going to get the lightweights. Copy from the left, and there you go. We should probably wait one more day. Let's wait one more day because that's when everybody should be here. All right. Now everybody should be there. We should have 10 people sitting in our lightweight. 2, 4, 6, 8. 8. What did I screw up? Why are they not here? Is there a reason why Daisuke Nakamura should be back? Is there a reason why he is not here? Oh, this is gonna bother me so much. This is gonna bother me so much if I cannot figure out where he is potentially at. Awaiting drug test results. God damn it. So I gotta wait for drug test results. How long is that gonna take? Thank you. Jesus. I was like, oh no, everything's going way off the rails just trying to do this thing. Jesus Christ. Just let me do my thing. Is there anybody else? Let's see here. 31 days. 31 days. Okay, so I'm probably going to have to... Jason DeLucia is not going to be ready for this. James Zekic is not going to be ready for this. I'm going to have to pick a couple of the light heavyweights that are going to get involved in this. Can I remove the tags from here? I don't think so. James Zekic, Jason DeLucia. All right, so James Zekic, Jason DeLucia. All right. I'm going to figure out the other two guys here in just a second. All right. Lightweight. 10 guys. 10 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Let's see here. I wonder if I should have... I'm trying to think how I should have a role here. I should have something that allows random number generator. I'd probably do it in Excel, but yeah, just if I could just do it. If I can just do it real quick. Sorry, this is a real pain in the ass. I will have probably a much better I'll probably have a much better option next time. All right. So number 4 generated, and number 1. So Andrade Peternas, Din Thomas. All right. Yep, we'll pay for the inducement. All right. So we go to 8. Add a fight here. We've got number 4 there, Gabe Lemley, and number 2, Daisuke Nakamura. So should be pretty good there. What is this? Main show fight, but not a main event. Mid-level regional. I don't think any of this is going to be, big for that. All right. So out of 6, we go back to 4. Masatoshi Abe. And number 6, Rolly Delgado. That'll be pretty close between them. There we go. And 4 of them, we've got number 2, Charlie Valencia, and number 3, Zhao Roque. Potential main event. All right. So we can at least move that one up. And then our last one, Hideki Katawaki and Masaya Takeda. Jesus. So we've got our lightweights here settled in. That's good. Lightweight part of the league. Now we got to have our light heavyweight part of the league. So let's take a look real quick. We've got 8 guys. We need to find guys who are kind of close to this, popularity wise, mid-level regional. Let's see here. Sabral, Ian Salavari, or Ivan Salavari. Ivan Salavari would probably be fine with that. Let's see, I've only had him with 5 fights, so we'll put him in. Ivan Salavari. We'll add the tag real quick so I remember. So he'll be thrown in there. And then back to light heavyweight. We have, let's see, another mid-level regional guy down here. Brian Gasaway would probably work. I think we might try that. So Brian Gasaway. This is very, I had like a good idea on having this all set up in advance, and then I just didn't really ever get around to it because I didn't really check much to see how well this would work out. As you could tell by the fact that there are guys that I can't even sign on to this particular deal. So, all right, so we got Brian Gasaway in. And now we can do the matchmaking for the light heavyweights. So, yeah, I might have something a little bit nicer next time. I'm just kind of doing some rolls real quick. Number 2 and number 4. So, oh boy. Oh, I should probably make sure number 2 and number 4. So, Masanori Suda, Brian Gasaway, main show fight, not a main event. Okay. Take it down to 8. Rolling number 8, Mauricio Rua. And number 1, Daniel Gracie. Oh, good Lord. Poor Daniel Gracie is about to get killed. All right, we had a fight. 6 numbers here. We got number 3, Jermaine Andre, and number 4, Ricardo Almeida. Main show fight, not a main event. Okay, so we only have one potential main event out of all of this. All right, number 4, we've got 3, Joe Dirksen, and number 3 again. Number 4, Brandon Vera. Main show fight, not a main event. All right, so it looks like Valencia versus Roque is going to be our main event as we get Ivan Salivary and Alex Andrade. Potential main event. All right. Well, there you go. I think we could do, let me see here. Is this a potential main event? Yeah. So I think Salivary Andrade will be our semi-main, and I think what we're going to do is we're going to sprinkle in, I think we're just going to go back and forth. So we'll just trade off each fight for this show. Yeah. With the main event of Valencia and Roque and the semi-main of Salivary Andrade. And if everything goes well, they'll be able to fight in 2-3 months, February, but yeah, I'm hoping by May, preferably even April would be great, but we'll see how the training times actually go for this. We'll see how that goes. So we at least have our official setup for potentially 2 of our shows here. And then we're going to have to set up Revolution 79. So I think we could probably figure out who's going to be our main event of that. And we're just going to go ahead and take out any of those tags and just figure out who our top guys are. We got Fedor. When was the last time he made a defense? Let's see. He's had 2 defenses since he won back in December. Fight history, I'm looking at September. I think he's due to fight again in February. Let's have Fedor fight Arlovsky. He has not faced Arlovsky. He is coming off... what does that say? Coming off a victory. Barnett is on a winning streak. These 2 did just fight. Or these 2 fought last year. Sylvia and Fedor have not fought, but I think Arlovsky's going to be the... big... Please note... Oh, right. I should probably put the belt on the line. All right, so we'll come back. RFC... or Revolution 79, Fedor Emelianenko, Andrei Arlovsky, our main event for the first time ever. Who was in the Grand Prix? What were those? Was that light? It's looking like lightweight and light heavyweight. I think it might have been. Let me look at these titles. Light heavyweight, lightweight. Okay. So we can look at the middleweight belt. When was the last time the middleweight belt was defended? Should we do this on the same show? October is when he did it. So we could have him come back in March. He's yet to defend it though. So we might give him his first defense here. We got Lawler coming off a winning streak. Shirk broke his. Ian James Shaffa won his. Carlos Newton's on a winning streak. So there's a few guys here. Robbie Lawler. So he had his big return against Luis Dutra Jr. So I think it's either going to be him or Shaffa, because Shaffa's also on a winning streak. And he looks like he is not. Yeah, so this was his first. He has not had a lot of title fights. He's been on a big win streak and he hasn't had a title fight. So yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. I don't know why my dumbass decided having 6 straight wins and 8 of the last 9 was not enough over the last 2 years, but he is long due for a title fight. So yeah, I think Antonio McKee and Ian James Shaffa for the middleweight title is a good semi-main. And then with that, we could probably put in the rest of the stuff here. Let's see. Dutra Jr. Let me look here. We got winning streak for Lawler. So we might want to put... Let's see. We got Lawler Newton. So we could probably do Lawler Newton as a that is a potential great main event. So we're already like killing it in that regard. We might just wait till next month for that, because we'll already have everything set up for that. So we might just wait until March. We can probably do a let's see, light heavyweight. We could do probably a non-title fight for some of these guys. Let's see, Sean O'Connell. I want to see if there's any other winning streaks. Jason Miller. Ooh, okay. Number 5, number 12. Very close between the two of them. I think we can put that on there. We're looking at Sabral Marquardt coming off a victory, broken their winning streak. Pretty close between them. Make it onto the main show. Let's do it. And let's see here. On top of the heavyweight title fight, let's throw a couple lightweights in here as well. Let's see. Yamamoto's the champ. Let's see. David Douglas coming off a victory. Latol's on a winning streak. Hirose's on a winning streak. I think Latol. I think we put that there. And then we can go here with Hirose and was it Kitooka or Tamura? I don't know, Kitooka. These two guys are much closer, so we'll throw that in there, and then we'll throw a couple heavyweights, couple middleweights, and we'll be good with that. Where's the minute 1 man run? The what? Let's see. Do we really need like a big, ranking wise? Let's see. We do Barnett Sylvia. This is a strong main event. Once again, this could be another fight that we do next time. That we do in March. We can do Rico Rodriguez. No. Let's see, Rodrigo Nogueira, Zensov Rodriguez, Valentin Overeem. That might be pretty good there. Get rid of this random number generator because I got that figured out. Let's see here. Ikuhisa Minowa man. When did he must have started in like the 90s or something. I bet he's probably in here, isn't he? Minowa man. 16-7. He's got an exclusive contract with Pride for the next 8 months minimum. But hey, low-level national, mid-level regional. So he's somewhere for that. That's a maybe. We got a lot of dudes, but I mean he just kind of recently got signed, didn't he? Because it wasn't super recent, but probably within the last year and a half. All right, throw another heavyweight fight in there, then throw a couple middleweight fights in there, and then we're good. How about a Matt Anderson fight? You can fight Brandon Lee Hinkle. Winning streak, losing streak. This will be a chance for Matt Anderson to keep it going against Brandon Lee Hinkle. And then we'll throw, was it lightweight I said? Middleweight. Middleweight. Let's see. We're probably doing Lawler Newton next time. Louis Dutra Jr., though, could have a fight. George St. Pierre. He's never fought George St. Pierre. Main show fight, not a main event. I think we could do that. I think we can throw that up there. That could be up there against we'll throw that, and then like Zensov Overeem could probably go right underneath of it. Matt Anderson, Brandon Lee Hinkle probably go down here. They even said best suited the prelims. I think we'll be fine with that. Well, all right, so that'll open, and then we'll put in one more middleweight fight somewhere in here. Let's see. Kunioku. Let's see. Pete Spratt. Tiki Gosson. No. Is there any of these like higher tier guys that he would do okay with? He'd still lose most likely, but Gosson. But then now we're getting to prelims, guys. Diaz Shirk. Main show fight, not a main event. I'll take that. We'll throw that like up this way, up a little bit higher. Put a couple lightweight fights kind of in between that. And we'll throw it in there, I guess. Well, yeah. In fact, I'd probably do... No, Louis Dutra Jr. is the former champ, so we'll do that. So let's see here. Fedor versus Arlovsky. And then you could throw just some prelims together. And at that point, we just look at guys who fought more than 3 months ago. There's going to be a lot of them. So let's see here. September, July. Oh yeah, we need him in a fight. July. All right. He's not well known enough. What the fuck? Is he like a big time guy? Oh, he's a high level national guy. And oh, okay. Well, fine then. I'll move on to somebody else. I'll figure a different dude out for you. June for Tim Lajic. Actually, yeah, we should probably move this up to 6 months since there seems to be a fair bit of 6-month guys. Barnett, Alexander, Emelianenko, Lajic, Segura. Let's see here. Christian Wellish. These guys fought 2.5 years ago. All right, light heavyweight. Jason Lambert and somebody else. Let's see here. July, September. Stephan Bonner. Yeah, we haven't had a fight in 6 months for Stephan Bonner. Shit. And then at that point, take a look at some other guys here. We got a July for Jan Pellerin. We got Nate Quarry, but that's pretty lopsided. That's pretty lopsided too. You might just have to take a hit against somebody here if it means getting on the card. There's a lot of dudes that are a lot better than him. I'm sorry. I can't find a fight for you that would even be close to fair. I mean, I could have you fight Wes Gassaway. Justin Martin, Josh Rafferty. Yeah, we'll put you with Josh Rafferty. There's still a few guys here in the light heavyweight that can go. Nate Quarry. I think we'll find some guys for Quarry. Yep, Jardine hasn't fought for us yet, so we'll throw him in there. Middleweight. Let's see here. Townsend Saunders. Let's see. I got some August. Looking for some Julys that are relatively close. Jonathan Goulet. I'll take that. Let's see here. July for Dwayne Ludwig. And Brada Ray Cooper. Throw that in there. And throw some lightweights in there. Let's see. 6 months ago, we got nobody. All right. So let's see. Hori, August, September, August. Nate Diaz hasn't fought anybody. Sinabe. Nate Diaz, Mitsuhisa Sinabe. All right. Well, that should work. Yeah, that'll be pretty close. And Ashley Grimshaw is also a July. Danny Batten is a July. Is that who we're probably going to go with? I think so. It's a little bit lopsided, but I think we'll be fine. I'm going to put one more heavyweight out there because there were some 6-month heavyweights here that we should have some guys here. Segura Horenstein, Mike Bork, Alexander Emelianenko would just murder these 3 guys. So like with Barnett, even then, 2002, May 2004. These 2 haven't fought before. All right. We'll throw some guys up here. Bonner will take that. Nate Diaz will take the main spot for the lightweights. I think. Whoops. I'll take that, and I think move that. There we go. All right, I'm good with that. All right, so we've got the main shows taken care of. We got the prelims taken care of. We've got this taken care of. We're golden. I think at the very, very least, I'm going to probably get to 2 weeks into next month. So I have that taken care of. So I'll know. After this what actually kind of works, like how long I can expect them to be out for to sign up a new deal. And I think once we get to the end of January, I'll set up the March shows, or at least the one March show, one of them, just so I have that set up, just in case this turns out how I figured it should, and we can continue with our actual season. But we got to get to that point. I probably should have been a little bit more prepared. It's only been, 2.5 months since I've streamed this, so, more than enough time at this point. I could have definitely figured that out, but I was working on I found more into necessity into doing mods for stuff like Madden rather than working on the stuff that I absolutely already have been doing and have been working on. That tends to be a thing that I do a lot, is starting something, like almost kind of getting something done and then just being like, oh, there's this thing I want to do, but I really want to do this thing now. So a lot of times I really have to like make sure I force myself to actually finish something so that I don't have to worry about it if I decide to work with something else. All right, because obviously a 45-minute video on me just setting stuff up would not be very fun, and also that means I would have to wait a couple weeks before I even find out how this goes, which is probably not good, because I should probably find out. Oh, what are you trying to do? Trying to take Frank Mir? No, Frank Mir, is he somewhere else? Because he must have left, didn't he? That's right, he went to UFC. He He's still undefeated, huh? Still undefeated. $21,000? Are you kidding me? For mid-level national? For mid-level national guy? 25-year-old stud Frank Mir, 11-0. I can bring him back in for that little. How would you like 26 grand? What are the rivals giving you? I see 21.4, 21.4, 5%, and 22. We'll bump you up to 25. I'll do 25,000. Actually, yeah, 25,000. No, 26,000. I'm trying to think what 25% would be. Would that be an even? Let's see, 13. So yeah, 6.5. So each bonus is 6.5. We'll give you the first fight as a sign. We'll give you the first fight's pay as a signing bonus. How about that? Well, they're offering 26. You know what? We'll offer you. Well, okay. So main event bonus plus that's 6,500 plus the 26. We'll give you 32,500. So that already giving you as a signing bonus what you would make just being in the main event or just being on the main show of the of that. No title bout, no title victory, just as a signing bonus. You have better offers from other companies. The fuck? Oh, you know what? That's my fault. 8 fights, and let's do 5 of them? Or do you guys run in 6? 5 years, 6 fights. 4 years. Let's do 5 years, 8 fights. 5 are guaranteed. We'll make that offer. There you go. We'll see what they come back with. I imagine it'll be something. I probably should have looked and seen who else there might have been competition for. I'm sure they'll let me know. Let's see here. Flavio Alvaro. Injury sidelines Tommy Sauer. That's not good. All right. Flight canceled. Oh, okay. James Thompson and Brian Johnson offer to replace. Cool. We'll go ahead and reset that. So James Thompson, pretty close there. Brian Johnson, not as close. So I think James Thompson's going to get the nod here. Well, let's see here. Brian Johnson, December. Yeah, we'll keep with James Thompson. There you go. We'll give him the fight. All right. So we've got that. We've got those taken care of. Now we'll go see what this Frank Mir negotiation looks like. He's considering more than one offer. So they're upping it to 29.4, 39.6. Still at 22s. 7 years, 8 fights, 4 guaranteed. 5 years, 6 fights. Okay. So I'm going to give you your bonuses. We're going to up it. Let's see, 36.18. Let's do 36,000. That means your main event bonuses. And we'll up this to 36,000 as well. That means your bonuses would equal $9,000 each. Not too bad. All right. First fight, give you as a signing bonus. And then hope that we make some money. Hope that we make some money here. What's my popularity limit size, mid-level national? You know, I really wanted to try to be low-level national. I really wanted to stop at that. And I didn't do it. And now apparently I'm too good to not just be low-level national. I probably should have stopped it at that, but that's fine. I'm not planning on exceeding mid-level national rank. I don't need to go higher right now. I got no reason to go higher. We're doing A-okay the way we are. Let's just bring everybody else up to mid-level national first. And then we can figure out if we need to go higher. Which would deeply affect how some of my other shows like this works. Let's see who else was around. Who's coming? Philippe Lins, Takei Mizugaki, Joe Lauzon or Lauzon. We'll shortlist him because I'm pretty sure he's. I've heard the name before. I can't remember too much about him. I'm pretty sure he's quite good. Patrick Schultz really looks like he's come straight out of the mid-2000s. Tom Murphy, Tyler Jackson, Vanessa Porto. All right, we've got another name female. Mikey Gomez, Matt Wyman. I know I've heard of Matt Wyman before too. We'll shortlist him. I don't think we're going to grab him immediately. which is fine. All right. So before we get too far in, I'm at least going to add RFL. Round 2. Just so I have that set in advance. Saturday week 2 March. Throwaway show. Advanced regional. Kentucky, Louisiana. We were there in June. Let's see here. Maryland. We were there in January. Yeah, Baltimore show. How about that? All right, so we at least have that show ready to go. And we'll figure that out relatively soon. I think I might wait until we get to the end of this week. So they got about 5 weeks. UFC have altered the... Oh, man, we're still... I think at this point, they've upped it to 40,000. I'm going to go ahead and let him potentially sign with me, potentially not. If he doesn't, he doesn't. If he does, great. But I'll keep it realistic, because I probably shouldn't be shilling out like... I could shill out 50 grand probably. I don't know. I know I can look at that, can't I? Contract overview. Like, let's look at the base pay here. 50 grand would make him like behind BJ Penn, Jeff Curran. But like, yeah, I mean, that'd still put him right behind Randy Couture in the heavyweights. And Bob Sapp and Arlovsky, but I had to pay Bob Sapp a lot of money. You know what I'll do? What I'll do for Mirror. Performance scale is plus 7.5%. I'll put the 0.75 out there for him. And yeah, I'll call that good. We'll figure out the rest of this here. UFC have altered the... You know what? Jesus gonna take the wheel. Jesus take the wheel on this one. We put in our offer, our final offer. Noya Ogawa beat Jason Farron. Okay. 36-year-old, 6'4" heavyweight. It's an older guy. Why did I shortlist him? Has he got a name to him? Did I see Shayna Baszler? I couldn't have. 2005, I don't think Shayna Baszler. No, Shayna Baszler is here. Has she been here for a while? She's been here for a while, hasn't she? And I just haven't noticed. Spry young 24-year-old Shayna Baszler. I'll have to pick her up. I'll have to. Who is she signed with right now? Not currently under contract with any company. Maybe I'll start up my women's division again. I mean, all I basically got to do is look at the active fighters right now. There's quite a few. Not a lot of. I mean, we're starting to at least have like. Is that? That looked like alpha female for a second. Yeah, we're almost at the point I'd probably get some people. There's still at least one name that I think we're still a few months off, maybe a year or so off from. So, and a lot of these girls are smack girl as well. So like, I would have to probably do unemployed. There's a few people who are unemployed. Tara La Rosa, Baszler. Only boyish lesbians. No, we gotta have our. It's gonna be tomboy lesbians and cute Japanese women. It's gonna be and Yumi. Oh, no, wait, that's Yumiko Hota's picture, but it's not Yumiko Hota. Why is she here? Is she in the game? Did she retire already? I don't see her. Yeah, because I think some of the best people right now are signed already, so. When is that? I always forget. I always forget when she's coming in. September 2006. So we still got like a year and a half. Let them kind of go through the paces on. Let them kind of go through the paces in the local division before other people. Lozon. Ooh. 10-0. By the way, have they still? We've not had. All right, so this, the Wyman and Lozon thing is whatever. Dan Hardy won his fight. Soa Palele. Low-level regional. He's still lower on the card right now, so I'm not looking to steal him right this second. All right. So before we get to the end of the week and that 2005 season, I want to have the guys. Oh, see, I already put so many dudes in the fucking. All right. So I'm going to have to look at the guys who are going to be able to take over my middleweight and heavyweight divisions. So heavyweight divisions, and we're pretty much going by popularity, maxing out at mid-level national. But I should probably keep most of the ranked guys away, because this is not really for a lot of the ranked guys. But I think there should be probably some mid-level regional guys. Okay, so all the higher level tier guys. All right. Yeah, so we're going to max out here. Let's take a look here. I think Sean O'Hare is going to be Nathaniel Baroni. Oh my God. Sean O'Hare should be in there. Let me just copy this sheet just so I know. All right. Yeah, so I know the 10 guys in each division I'm going to grab for this. So, yeah, Sean O'Hare. Let's see here. Let's just move this. We'll move that as Sean O'Hare here. So we have an idea kind of how to base certain people around that. Typically, I don't want people that I have don't really want a lot of people that I've used in a lot of fights. So let's see. Especially, I want some people who also don't have a lot going for them right this second, like Lee Hasdell. He's at 10 fights, but that's fine. Lee Hasdell will go in. Let's see. Mark Kerr. Mark Kerr's only got 6 fights with us, so I think he'll take a spot. Otavio, Pele, Mark Hunt is kind of already in his own thing, and I think he's gonna. You know what? We'll put Mark Hunt in because I think he will fit in a little bit better with the type of guys. I'm gonna put Mark Hunt as the guy as far as how close certain fights can be. Hirotaka Yokoi is a potential one. Wes Sims should go in. Let's see. Carter Williams. Fabricio Verdum. Maybe. I mean, that's still like... I'll go down a little bit more just to kind of look at some of these guys here. Lloyd Marshbanks. Is that actually Lloyd? Okay. Yeah, we'll put Lloyd Marshbanks in. All right. We got 4 spots left. Oh, we got 4 dudes too. We might go back up here. We'll do Foss Van Emberg. And Petruzzelli. Is Petruzzelli going in? Seth Petruzzelli's going in. Whoops. How long has he got? 19 days? I guess I also haven't checked to see if everyone's okay. Everyone looks to be okay if they're available. I mean, he's available to be booked, so I'm going to assume Seth Petruzzelli is good to go. Or at least he'll be good to go. We'll go back up here. Fabricio Verdum. Carter Williams, I think, are also guys. All right. Yeah, we'll do that. Fabricio Verdum and Carter Williams. All right. So we've got our heavyweights. Let me tag them real quick. So, John O'Hare. There we go. Lee Hasdell. Mark Kerr. Mark Hunt. Wes Sims. Lloyd Marshbanks. Foss Van Emberg. Seth Petruzzelli, Fabricio Verdum, and oops, come on, Carter Williams. So those are our heavyweights. Middleweights. We'll take a look real quick at our middleweights for this before we get everything good to go there. All right, so we'll start off down at the top of mid-level regional, guys. Specifically, I kind of want like unranked guys. So we'll start at Delson Heleno. Let's see. He's got 7 fights. I'm kind of looking here. Mark Weir, Dennis Hallman. I think Delson Heleno goes in. Delson Heleno will go in. Hallman. Dennis Hallman, I think we can put him in. Dennis Hallman, we'll put him in. Let's see. Chris Brennan's been around for a while, though. So is Camacho. So is Iwase. Matt Serra. Matt Serra is probably the guy I'm going to base a lot of my stuff on here. There you go, Matt Serra. June's been around. Jake Shields. Shea Mills. We'll come back to him. No, these guys have had a lot. Each of them. Kenny Florian. All right, Kenny Florian will go in. Eddie Ellis. Wisniewski, Guillermo Fernandez. I feel like Matt Serra and Kenny Florian are going to be the guys for sure that are going to probably make the playoffs and possibly the finals. I want to see if maybe there's something here. Kenneth Alexander, he's been around for a little bit. Jay Heron. All right. Paul Daly. And Thomas Denny. Probably not. Maybe. We'll see. Keith Wisniewski, Eddie Ellis. So there were some other dudes here. Yeah, we'll put Shea Mills in. So we'll have lower tier guys here who will be fighting. Shields, June, Sarah. I was going to see if there were any other guys I wanted to put in. Steve Berger. Yeah, we'll put Steve Berger in. Well, no, Steve Berger's had a lot of fights. Steve Berger's had a lot of fights with us. And Pauling, Nick Sarah, Kamaka. All right, and by that point, we're getting to ranked guys. So we'll do... I'll look at a Shea Mills type guy and see what close fights we get with that. Seiichi Ikemoto. And let's see here. Eddie Ellis. Keith Wisniewski. 8 fights. Let me see here. Let me see if we can get some guys. Guillermo Fernandez. All right, Guillermo Fernandez, and let's see. Did I put Kenneth Alexander in? Kenneth Alexander, Michael Brightman. Alexander has quite a few fights with us already. Brightman. We'll put Keith Wisniewski in. All right. So we've got our deal set up for that. So, oops, let me get my tags in for these guys. We do reality TV, Delson Heleno, Dennis Hallman, Matt Serra, Kenny Florian, Jay Heron, Paul Daly, Shea Mills, Seiichi Ikemoto, Guillermo Fernandez, Keith Wisniewski. All right. So now round 2, I should be able to just go into the reality TV tags, and there should be 10 dudes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. 10 dudes there. 10 dudes there. All right. Probably shouldn't have put this away just yet. I should have known. Give me a minute here to just bring this back, bring something back like this back up. 1 through 10, we're going to roll a 9. That's Foss Van Emberg. Taking on number 3, Lee Hasdell. That's fine. And another fight. Take it down to 8. We got number 3, Mark Hunt. And number 8, Seth Petruzzelli. Interesting. All right, take it down to 6. With the roll, we've got Sean O'Hare taking on number 6, Lloyd Marshbanks. By the way, would Hunt and Petruzzelli be a potential? Just make it onto the pre-show. Main show fight, not a main event. You know what? I'm going to put Sean O'Hare as our main event for the heavyweights. Why not? 4, we got number 2, Wes Sims taking on stop rolling a 2. Number 3, Carter Williams. All right. Hunt and Petruzzelli will be up there. They'll be the next highest one. And then Wes Sims. And then that takes our final one. Mark Kerr, Fabricio Verdum. And an inducement, and put that up there. And those are our heavyweights. Up to 10. Come back over. We've got our middleweights. We got number 4, Shea Mills, taking on number 7, 5, 6, 7, Keith Wisniewski. All right. Drop it down to 8. We've got number 8, Paul Daly. And number 3, Matt Serra. All right. Take it to 6. We've got number 4, Kenny Florian, and number 2, Dennis Hallman. Main show fight, but not a main event. So that's good enough to be the best middleweight fight to show so far. We'll see if that holds up here as we got number 4, Jay Heron, and number 3, Guillermo Fernandez. Oh, Lord. That's going to be our opener, I think. And then, of course, the final fight, Delson Heleno, Seiichi Ikemoto. And that will go up here behind Florian Hallman. So Florian Hallman going to take that. And there. And there. Then there. All right. So round 2 is set for the first round of guys involved in this fight league. All right. So hopefully everything goes about as well as I hope it goes. May have to take a month off in between some of these fights to give these guys, in between the 2 rounds, to give these guys extra fight time or extra recovery time. We'll see how that works. February, March, May, June, August, September. Yeah, there's going to be probably a bit of November you could probably do the big thing for that. All right. I mean, I think if we start in January next year, we'll can space it out just a little bit better. We'll see. But we get to round number 1 at the very least, and we can get that taken care of. Just kind of take a look at it here. Damn, Frank Mir did sign. All right, we left it. We left it in the hands of fate, and it rolled nat 20. And Frank Mir is coming back to Revolution, the former heavyweight champ, looking to get the title back. Pelele signed with Pancrase. UFC have approached Wesley Kingman, the super heavyweight from Tama, Totally not Andre the Chief Roberts. Yeah, he's still a nobody, right? Low-level regional. Yeah, we'll let UFC take him. We got plenty of other guys we're eyeballing right now. All right, so man, I'm gonna have to remember this, by the way. Main event non-title matches. You know what I should do? Yeah, 2x5. Actually, let's do should we keep the 2x5 plus a decider? I think we should. 2x5 plus a decider. And if you get the decision in the second round, it'll be considered the finish in the third round. I think that's how we're going to do that. All right. Let me make sure that's set up the way that I want. Yeah, 2x5, 2x5. All right. You know, it's a real shame I can't do like 1x5. They got a 1x10. It would be kind of fun. You just get like 1 point for a decision, but like 3 points for a finish. That'd be something. But yeah, 2x5 plus a decider, 2x5. All right. We'll run that. And we'll just keep running it like that, because I'm assuming most of our main events will be title fights anyway. I'll have to change it up just in case. I might have to change it up when things happen, but all right. All right, take two, as the whole system kind of went kablooey when I tried to change some things. But I got the things changed so that we won't completely screw up this whole format. So I've kept the general idea of how we have done things, which is the 2 rounds, 5 minutes each, plus a decider round. So the way I'm going to do it, as far as points are scored, is like I said, 1 point, or no, it's 2 if you win by a decision at the end of the third round, 3 if you finish in the third round, or if you win by decision after the 2. So if you can manage to do 2 for sure, and then not have to go to the decider, then that will count as finishing in the third. That'll have the same amount of points. 4 if you finish in the second, 5 if you finish in the first. So that's how I'm going to do it there. And hopefully just keep track of everything A-okay. Hopefully this doesn't... And yeah, so the main thing I'm mostly focused on is how long it's going to take them to recover, because that's one of the big things. This is not really a nice happy medium between potentially being out for a month or 2 and then just never having to recover at all. So we'll see what happens with that. So real quick, we open up Joe Dirksen versus Brandon the Truth Vera for our very first fight in the Revolution Fight League. Let me move that over here so that I can have it set up here. This is, of course, the light heavyweight division. So first fight for the light heavyweight division, we will go ahead with that. Mario Yamasaki, the referee. So once again, this is just how we generally have had, how we've had pretty much all of our other fights. Ooh. A submission in the first round would definitely help out with, it would definitely help out to have a finish in the very first round. I don't think that's going to happen here, as there is a lot of wrestle fucking, and maybe he'll go back down to the ground. Potentially, we'll see. I didn't see who won round number 1. I would assume it's Brandon Vera. He does have the much higher betting line. Dirksen puts him down. People still asking for your UBR mod on NBA 2K14. Generally, yes. I try to point people to URB because I don't really have all the rare files set up, and I don't want to share my files because I've messed with them so much. All right, so Brandon the Truth Vera ends up getting the win. You have the download link in your Discord. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd seen something about that. Yeah, I might have to link that. But yeah, I'll worry about that probably. I want to say it. Yeah, I remember seeing that pop up, and I'll have to check that. I'll download link from version 86 that was still uploaded, which honestly is even better than I have, because I don't think I updated mine in forever. So even I'm still on version like 42. I'm so far behind. Let's see how the tournament graphic thing comes up with this. We haven't really moved this much yet. So Dirksen ends up getting the loss. He's going to have 0 on the board. Brandon Vera got a finish in round number 2. That's going to be worth 3 points. So we haven't really figured out. Obviously, I don't have the pictures or any. I don't have anything super nice set up as far as this is concerned just yet, because I didn't think far enough ahead on that. So let's see. UBR is behind a paywall now. Is it really? And only man, you know, that's one of the things. What was it? No, I guess it's 2K25. That's one of the things that always kind of irked me about like the WWE 2K games when they started coming to PC, was that everything was behind a paywall. And I can still see remnants of old 2K modders in some of the 2K25 discords, because they'll put a lot of their stuff out for free. Because that's generally how it was even 10 years ago. Like, that's one of the things I'm used to, and I really enjoy the fact that people tend to do that without. I'm perfectly fine with people taking donations, although now, like, all the good mods are, even for like 2K25, are behind like a Ko-Fi link, and I'm not a big fan of it. Maybe I'm just an old curmudgeon boomer in that regard, at least on the internet, but I always remembered a point in time where a lot of these mods were free and available, and like, yes, there was obviously a lot of work put into it, but they were still just readily available for people. And that's what I've always done with a lot of my stuff too. History of Basketball, NBA 2K13 posted the trade deadline roster. Oh, it's an NLSC link too. Okay. Yeah, 2K13 getting public updates is kind of crazy too. I might have to check that out. Because like, if Red MC and some of the, well, no, I think the 2KX tool should work for it, because that was for like 11 and 12 as well. But yeah, 2K14 being behind a paywall, and generally 2K14 at this point, if it's not UBR, it's a lot of like Filipino dudes doing stuff, and that also is generally behind a paywall. College baseball mod for MLB 2K12, nice. Yeah, I've been looking at different baseball stuff to do a custom league, and I'm probably at this point, I'm either going to go kind of lower league type, because I always like to do obviously the beer league type stuff, which works really well for NCAA 07, because you can change like all the names and logos and people and everything in there. You can't so much for MLB 2K5, but I could probably work around it. But MLB 2K5 was another thing that I thought would be kind of cool, especially with all the little cheats and everything that they have on there. That was something that I've been testing out on the PS2. I think it's the World Series edition. All right, Masatoshi Abe getting the win. So yeah, Delgado will get a 0 on the lightweight here. And Masatoshi Abe, let's see here. We'll move over to this real quick and put that there. So Masatoshi Abe going 0-1. Rolly Delgado, or 0-1 for Delgado, 1-0 for Abe. Abe, let's see here. Unanimous decision in round number 2, so that's going to be good for 3 points. And so, yeah, that's where we sit right now. I'm probably not going to move everybody around right now as to where they would generally sit, but At least we have it there. Revived on forums. Oh, on MVP mods. Interested off stream. Is this NCAA MVP mods? NCAA 2. Okay. Because it's funny because around that time, because just recently, someone started working again on MVP 07 mods, college stuff there too. So I'm wondering if, because yeah, I see a lot of 2018. If this got recently revived in the last month, it would be kind of funny because that would mean that someone might have seen this. Someone might have seen this and they were like, you know what? We need to keep going with MVP 07. I see January 23rd, January 19th. Yeah, this seems to be around the same time that the MVP 07 team got a wild hair up their ass to keep going with that. So that's kind of funny how we went from almost nothing to now 2 different NCAA baseball mods. All right, let's see. Ricardo Almeida getting the win. Unanimous decision 5 minutes into round 2. We go back over here. Jermaine Andre is going to get the 0-1. And Ricardo Almeida is going to get the 1-0. And with a decision in round 2, that'll be good for 3 points. All right. So we're good on that. And we go on. Sponsors are backing him. Thanks. And you like to fight Dennis Kang. Well, you're not going to fight him in your next fight. So good Lord. Hideki Katawaki's got a minus 870. So this could be good. What are you using for your chat widget browser source? I am using Chatty is what it's called. I don't know how old it is or how often it still gets. Yeah, it's just called Chatty. Yeah, Twitch chat client. And yeah, I do enjoy the fact because you could definitely multi-streaming to YouTube and Twitch as well. Yeah, I used to do the multi-streaming quite a while ago when it was still fairly new. I think Restream now is behind. Back before Restream was behind a paywall, because I think Restream at this point is also behind a paywall, but I used to use them for Twitch and Hitbox. That's how long I've been doing this, is back when Hitbox, even before it was Smashcast, and then eventually nothing. I did Twitch and Hitbox. And so, yeah, I thought about YouTube, but usually YouTube is where I tend to put the VODs as well. So once I get done with this, I'll generally upload it to my YouTube and do that. But yeah, I've thought about streaming to YouTube. I wonder if I should do that. That would also probably encourage me to do some form of edited content to edit stuff down as well. Probably be helpful, especially when I have 18,000 things that end up going wrong over the course of a stream. All right, Katawaki beating Masia Takeda. Move that over to the lightweights. Takeda going 0-1. And then Hideki Katawaki going 1-0. He was a last minute replacement, and here he is with the unanimous decision in round 2. That's going to be good for 3 points on his own. So right now we haven't. We did have one go to the 3rd round, but we haven't had a decision there. So everything's been 3 points thus far. Still one of the few doing retro content NBA 2K14. Yeah. A lot of it was mostly based on the fact that I like to do, obviously, my custom league stuff. And 2K25 was really the first year. I've been waiting anxiously for the new gen versions of my NBA to finally show up on PC. And it didn't happen until... Jesus Christ, it's already over. It didn't happen until 2K25. But yeah, retro content going wild is always nice, especially considering I've been looking at like the like Madden 08 and looking at older baseball and older hockey games as well. So, all right. Well, Shogun already put himself up there. I knew poor Daniel Gracie was going to get eaten, but I didn't think it was going to be this quickly. 52 seconds means he's got the 0-1. Rua, of course. And that's going to be good for 5 points because that is a first round finish. So there you go. A couple extra points put on the board for Rua, and he's going to take an obvious first. He's going to take an obvious first place spot and probably sit there for the time being. You can't imagine somebody else getting a first round finish. We'll see. Gabe Lemley, Daisuke Nakamura here. Let me see. Where are we at with that? So this is our third of the lightweight fights. So we're going to do third of our lightweight fights. So we've got 4 fights after this is what it looks like. One of your mates been working on a program for 2K14 that bypasses association mode entirely. Interesting. Yeah, there's because there's always been something because I don't know how available they still are because I really had to. This is from like years of digging through NLSC. Is I have a lot of the like arena mods that came out. I don't know how much of the arena mods I still have sitting on this computer. I got a lot of different scoreboards, stuff that I want to mess with some of these scoreboards, but I feel like the 2KX tool was much nicer to Intel processors than AMD processors, and I think that's what might be what's screwing stuff up. But yeah, I've got a whole bunch of stadium mods, courts and arenas. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of college stuff, custom gyms that I don't even remember what that is. 2K13, Summer League Stadium, Cox Pavilion. I have the Orlando Bubble mod. I forgot about that. Yeah, the Orlando Bubble mod. Peach Jam Session 1. Yeah, so some Summer League stuff. I think some of these, I got some street courts, NBA Live 15 Adidas gym. I thought I had some, I have some of the high school 2K gyms for 2K14 as well. Once again, I don't know how available a lot of these are. And then I have 33 different scoreboards. Yeah, I'll have to look into the community discords and everything. I think you put it somewhere up here. Or yeah, I'm guessing it's is it part of the same thing that did the MVP here? Is that that NCAA 2K link? I might have to put myself in there. There we go. Let me go ahead and get this taken care of real quick as we get Gabe Lemley, Daisuke Nakamura. All right, so Daisuke Nakamura, I'm going to go 0-1. Gabe Lemley, going to go 1-0. And split decision in round number 3. That's only going to put 2 points on the board for Lemley. So we've gotten a little bit of a break there. With Lemley not being able to make a finish or get it done in 2 rounds. So there you go. Only 2 points for Lemley there. As we get to our second to last light heavyweight bout here between Masanori Suda and Brian Gassaway. YouTube channel. I'll have to throw that up there. Yeah, I haven't touched 2K13 in so long. I might have to look into that. And I assume it's kind of okay, that's already over. I'm looking at some with 2K13. I was like, I'm guessing it works on the same basic architecture as 2K14. I would assume. Ooh, the street courts. Street courts look interesting. And it says NBA Finals, which I assume means you can still do your normal games. Yeah, I see the benches too. That's kind of neat. What did that say? 1936 FIBA Olympic Games? Yeah, I'll have to look into some of this. There you go. Boom. All right. Let me move over here. Brian Gassaway is going to take the 0-1. Masanori Suda taking the 1-0. And submission in round number 1. A round 1 finish is worth 5 points. So things are looking interesting in the realm of the light heavyweight division. All right. Go on ahead and gives a name check to everyone. Blah, blah, blah. Second to last. Light or 155. Oh yeah, that is lightweight. I forgot. Lightweight goes up to 155 for me. I probably should have something between like 125, 155 or 135, 155 because I think I don't know. What's the I got to look at the weight classes. Cause like I gotta look at what the weight. There's 9 UFC weight classes. So what do they call bantamweight? So bantamweight or featherweight would probably be the next one. Lightweight. I mean, we call lightweight 155, so we'd probably call lightweight that, and then we'd make a lower one to bantamweight at 135. I think that might be our next bit is do a bantamweight and maybe a welterweight as well to start stretching this out. I think that might be our next thing is to go to 6 at some point. There we go. What's your Discord? I would have to look. Probably changed it at some point, but I mean, if you got the I saw the Discord link on the YouTube thing here. Should also make one for your stream. Maybe, I don't know. I'm lazy in that regard, and I also don't want to have to deal with it. There we go. Yeah, I wouldn't mind joining. I don't know how much I don't think I would do a whole lot of anything though, just because I have so many other things of my own that I'm working on as well. So, but yeah, I'll definitely at least check it out. All right, we move over to the lightweights. We've got Din Thomas took the loss, so he's 0-1. Andre Biederneris. And unanimous decision in round 3 is only worth 2 points. So there you go. That's where we're sitting with that. And we'll go ahead and leave the fight there. Classic patch for FIFA 16, but for basketball all in one mod. Interesting. Yeah, I should still have. I bet you I could still down. I bought NBA 2K13 on PC, didn't I? Okay, I did. I was like, I'm pretty, because this was back at the time where I was buying the PC games. Okay, I don't have 12, I don't have 15, but then I have pretty much everything else up to 22, and then I just didn't buy NBA 2K for a while because. Once I did 22, I was waiting. I was waiting for them to put the new My NBA stuff up there until they finally got it for 25. All right, Ian Saliveri, El Toro, Alex Andre. This is our light heavyweight main event. Let's see what we got for this. I've also been looking into doing some of my own custom league stuff for soccer, but I've also realized that I don't play soccer good. I mean, it makes sense as someone who really doesn't watch soccer and someone who really doesn't pay attention to soccer that I'm not good at soccer games because I don't know all the stuff with soccer. Even if it is an old PS2 game. FIFA 16 women's patch. I might have to do that. I've gotten pretty big into when I've been playing PES 6. Because there's been a lot of stuff for that, and there seemed to be a pretty big dedicated group around PES 6. But yeah, that's something that I'm realizing is that I am not good at soccer games. I'm playing on amateur level. I'm playing right below. I'm playing just one step above literal beginner. And I still can't score I still can't hardly score a goal at all. And I try to play on regular and I get smoked. I get smoked no matter what. And I still end up with 0-0 or 1-1 on amateur in PES. That's how bad I am. Wild, seeing how much retro content. Yeah. I think it's one of those things that, especially with sports games, they've been getting so bad lately that a lot of people are like, hey, let's go ahead and take a look at some of this other, emulation has gotten as big as it has, and it's gotten really good. We can check out a lot of these older sports games. Let's see. Alex Andrade took the loss for the light heavyweights. He goes to 0-1. Ian Salavery gets the win, 1-0. And unanimous decision in round 2 is good for 3 points. All right. Let's check that out here. Salvary praises his team. Show of respect. And our main event and the main event of the lightweights, Charlie Valencia, Zhao Roque. There you go. 3 5-minute rounds as well. 2 plus a decider. WMMA is goated on 2K25. I think that was one of the first games I decided to play because I haven't really played any of the WNBA stuff. Can't remember if 22 had it. I don't think 22 had it. They might have had it, and I just don't remember. But yeah, 25 I decided to check it out, and I had to play as Indiana. I had to play as Caitlin Clark. I am from Iowa, so she went to high school like 10 minutes down the road from where I live, so I had to test that out and got like an achievement immediately for like 10 3-pointers from a player when I just started getting threes with Caitlin. Modding to go off on 2K23, 2K5 is unmoddable. My mate's been working on a women's college mod. Interesting. 2K25. Yeah, that's the thing is it finally gives me all the little custom league things. And what's been good is the 2 guys that I tend to follow have been good in getting the custom gyms going. But yeah, the scoreboard stuff has been kind of slow, and yeah, there's been some stuff. I'm on the 2K25. I'm on one of I would assume it's the main 2K25 Discord. Because I usually follow The Goods, TG So Good. And, I was waiting for him to try to unlock the gyms, and he did that fairly quickly in 2K25. So I'm grateful for at least that, but I also realized that a lot of the stuff that I kind of utilize for these games, I think also require having some sort of network connection, because you got to be able to upload the team and then try to download it to make it work. So it's very iffy, I think, because a lot of that is being able to download it on the community, and you know they don't usually hold on to that very long. Charlie Valencia, what? How did he get to round 4? I specifically said. I don't know why it did that. Why did it do that? I specifically put 2 5s plus a decider, but it didn't listen. All right, so still he got a split decision. We'll give him it. Joe Roke. Why did it do that? Why is the game not having? Is it because I booked? Is it because I did this before? I wonder if it's because I did this before the new rules got put in place. So Ja Roke will get the 0-1. Valencia will get the 1-0. He didn't get he won it before the decider, so I'll consider that 3 points for that. I hate the fact that this is just not working right. I hate it. I wasn't even paying attention, and then all of a sudden it's doing its thing. 88,000 in gate on 631 people. Jesus Christ, that's it. Popularity unchanged, not shocking. I didn't even see what all this goes. We'll just have it be the way it is. Give the award. Still made 194,000. Not bad. Yeah, I see the Discord invite. I'll probably, if anyone asks, I'll probably put the Discord link in the deal there. Horn defense title, Mikey Gomez. Let me make sure that it's saved the way that I think it's saved. Yeah, 2 main event non-title matches. Automatic draws are disabled if there's a clear winner. Man, can you imagine if we did automatic draws instead of decisions? Really get people to do that. All right. Keita Nakamura, that's fine. Joe Lozon, boom. All right, I'm halfway into the next month, so at least that will space things out a little bit. Oh, let me take a look at the absences real quick before I head out the door. Alex Andrade, 31 days. Let me make sure with this. Let's take a look at Daniel Gracie, 45 days. Jermaine Andre only got 9 days. Okay. Joe Dirksen, 37. Brian Gassaway's got 13. Nakamura's got 9. Delgado, 9. I'm looking at the guys who lost because, I mean, obviously Andre Bitterness, 27. Okay, so guys who won are taking longer sometimes than the guys who lost. I guess that all depends on their recovery abilities. Gabe Lemley, 9 days. Takeda, 17. Yeah, so they would most of the guys would probably be ready. Most of the guys would probably be ready for April, but there are a few guys like a Joe Dirksen who's got 37. Daniel Gracie's got 45. He's not going to be ready until Wednesday, week 1, and I think the recuperating means he's not going to be back to be able to actually. Some of these guys are not going to be back. Most of the guys look like they're going to be back by February. Not bad. Din Thomas. Some of these guys are taking a little bit longer though. I'll have to make a decision as to I'll probably have a month in between. So I'll do the round 2 with the other guys in March, and then April I'll probably do like what I've usually done with Elevation, and then go back for May. I'll have to figure out maybe a better schedule. Or I'll have to get guys who can recuperate and train again so they can fight inside 2 months. That might be I need them to be able to fight like 4 or 5 times within a year. I don't know. That might be a little bit too much for some of these guys to ask. I don't know. 2K11 remaster mod. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. I've got quite a few things I'm trying to do already with streaming and non-streaming, and I still haven't even started the non-streaming stuff yet that I'm looking at doing for YouTube. But yeah, appreciate the info on that. Let me go ahead and save, because it is much later than I would like it to be for me, which means it is time for me to be done and go to bed. I'm already having my throat dry too, so thank you guys. I appreciate you guys being here. I'm gonna have to piece this crap together because my computer crapped out on me trying to do this whole deal, so I'm gonna have to download VODs and get that all figured out. So yeah, so this might take a couple extra days compared to most other stuff, but yeah, appreciate you guys being here. People who watch us on YouTube, I appreciate you watching as well, and I will see you guys next time.